사실은
Hello. Welcome to my lovely kitchen, and today we're gonna cook some foods together because I am in my cooking era slightly, and I wanted to show you guys how I make a few of these things. Some things I've made before and some things are new. So first we're gonna do a little snacky snack because my boyfriend is hungry, so I'm gonna make us some of these. These are this is basically potatoes. It's basically fries, but then in a different shape. Potato, how do you call it? Wedges? Potato wedges. But then in the shape of a face, as you can see. So this one we're just gonna pop in the oven. Easy. Then I got this at the Japanese supermarket, which is to make your own onigiris at home. So today I'm gonna try and make onigiri at home. And I also got tuna for it, so it's gonna be a tuna mayo filling. And recently my friend brought up edamame, and I used to always make edamame when I was like a student. So today I'm gonna show you guys how I make them at home, just as like a cute little snack besides the onigiri. And then for dessert, I figured I want to show you guys how I do the viral hack chocolate covered strawberry thing, because I tried it with Annie last week and it turned out so well, so I want to do it today with you guys as well. These are so yummy, so easy, so I'll show you that as well. And this is the field that we're gonna play in today, the kitchen. So let's get going. These are so cute. Look at them. It's a little face. Bro, you also have the little spooky face. This is so cute. It's like a little ghost face. I've put these in the oven for about 23 minutes, and while we have those in the oven, we're gonna start making our onigiri, or at least the rice for it. So here we have my lovely rice cooker. I'm gonna make the rice in here. This is my rice bin, and I think I'm gonna do 2 scoops of rice. And 1 scoop looks like this, just a full rice thing. Next, we're gonna wash our rice, obviously. I always like to wash it twice. You basically just cover it in water and then you just put your hands into kind of washing it basically, and then you can see how white the water gets. It means you're definitely cleaning it well. And the first time it's gonna be very white, and then the second time it's gonna be more see-through. And that's fine. Then the third time you just take the water. Now that I've washed it, I put water in again and I fill it up to the 2 that says inside of the pan. Then make sure that it's evenly distributed. Put it in here, and it's very simple basically. You just close the thing, turn it on, put it on fast cook, and then you start. Easy. So the rice will probably be finished in around 20 minutes as well. And while we are waiting for the rice to finish, I'm gonna cook the edamame. I feel like I haven't made this in years, so I kind of forgot how I did it, but I think I just put a portion into water, add a lot of salt so that the water gets salty, so that the salty water can grab onto the edamame, so that your edamame is not bland tasting. And then I cook it for a few minutes. Like once it starts boiling, I let it boil for a few minutes and then it should be finished. So I think that's the approach that we're gonna have right now. We're gonna need a pan, and these are too big, so we're gonna need another pan. We're gonna use this small pan, and I think we're gonna do half of this. So about this much. I'm pretty sure I used boiling water for this, so we're gonna go to my hot water dispenser and put enough boiling water in here. I'm so excited for this meal because I haven't had edamame in so long, and the chocolate covered strawberries are so delicious, so delicious. I did 500 milliliters and it covers it just about all, so I think that's perfect. Then we're gonna put this on heat. Okay, so basically we're gonna turn on the heat right now. I'm gonna put it on medium hot, and we're gonna add a lot of salt before it actually starts boiling. And that is because, as I said, I want the water to be salty so that the edamame turns out a little bit more salty rather than bland. And I'll just use some chopsticks to mix that. More salt. It's not salty enough for me. So while we're waiting for the edamame and all the other stuff to be ready, we're gonna start on the inside of the onigiri, which I'm gonna do tuna mayo. This is gonna be an improvisation kind of thing, and I know from my own cooking skills that whenever I try to improvise it, it often turns out tasting very bland. So let's see what we're gonna do with that today. Basically, what I have in mind right now is that I at least need to mix the tuna with mayo, but I don't think that that's gonna be enough. Like in my mind, it doesn't make sense that that would be enough, if you get what I mean. But oh well, let's start on it. I think we are just gonna do a little bowl like this to make the inside. One of these. I got the tuna in water, and he told me a while ago that if I'm gonna make things like this, I should get the tuna in water, I think. So that's what we're gonna go for. How do I open this? Oh my god. Well. We're just gonna do one can for now. I think that's enough. This is easy to open because it has this lid thing. I think we have to strain it, right? That makes sense. So we're gonna pour out all the liquid that's in there. Ooh, this one smells good. I know that the other time that I made something with tuna, I went for like the cheaper tuna because I just didn't want to spend that much money. This time I got a slightly more fancy one, a little bit more expensive one. And I can tell it already, smells a lot better. But I think we really need to strain all the water out of it, otherwise it's gonna be a wet thing. Ooh. Tuna juice is all over my hand. You guys can't see, but tuna juice all over my hand. So here's the tuna. We can't waste any tuna, so we need to get it all out with a fork. Tuna is expensive, apparently. We're gonna use our Japanese QP mayonnaise, and I think this is not expired yet. It's gonna expire at the end of this month. So I think we can still use it. I'm not sure how much we need to put in here, but I'm gonna do quite a bit, and then we're gonna mix it. I even feel like that was not enough because it's already looking dry, so we're gonna add more. You can never have too much mayo, obviously. Also, while we're doing this, let me bring you over to this station right here because the edamame is boiling and I can tell that they're already opening up. So I think we need to focus on the edamame for a bit before we go back to the mixture of the tuna mayo. They're all opening up already, so I think they're done. Turn off the heat. Bring it over to the station where we're gonna drain it. I need to wash this real quick because it's still dirty and we cannot pour our edamame into a dirty strainer. Alright, we're bringing our edamame, oh my god. We're bringing our edamame over here. We got our strainer. So the next thing we do is obviously we pour it in here without trying to burn your hands. So we got it over here. Let this be here. Shake it a little bit so that the water fully, you know, escapes the edamame. Does that make sense? I don't know. Magic touch for these edamame for them to taste well is to add the salt again afterwards as well. And you want to do that while it's hot so that it sticks onto the edamame. And you don't want to overdo it because you don't want it to be too salty, like in restaurants where you just get served a shitload of salt with your edamame. You want to do it gradually, so don't be too crazy with it. Like this, and then flip it, and then again like this. I think that's enough salt. Yeah, we're gonna let that sit here. Meanwhile, come over here. We're moving fast, guys. Meanwhile, the other stuff is finished. Oh, they look a little burned. They look a little burned, I'm not gonna lie. That's what they look like. They look golden brown, not quite burned yet. So we're gonna taste test this. We're gonna try them with some mayonnaise, obviously. Sans mayonnaise, that's the best one for me. For those that don't know, in the Netherlands, mayonnaise is a big thing. I could not live without mayonnaise. Get rid of the ketchup. We have our little ghost, burnt ghost. It's probably gonna be hot, but we gotta do the taste test and then we continue cooking the rest. Outside is crispy, inside is soft, very potato flavory. It feels like the wedges that you get at any restaurant, but at home, super easy. 20 minutes, pop it in the oven. Done. Serve it for yourself, my friend. Moving back to this station. Back to our tuna recipe. I feel like it can use even more mayo. Am I crazy? Probably. Should I taste test this? I should probably taste test this. It's definitely lacking mayo flavor. More of that. Sesame seeds? Sesame seeds is what belongs in here. I can feel it. Bit of that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna search up a recipe for tuna mayo onigiri because I'm already putting in so much effort. I don't wanna, you know, mess it up. Tuna mayo onigiri recipe. So we need to have rice, obviously, tuna, any canned tuna will work, mayonnaise. The key to giving this rice ball filling that Japanese taste is using Japanese mayonnaise. I use Kewpie. We also use Kewpie. Soy sauce. And a wrapper. So basically the only thing that we're missing is the soy sauce. That's perfect. But how much soy sauce are we gonna go for? I have Kikkoman soy sauce over here. And we're just gonna drabble a little bit on here. I think that's enough. Okay, that's definitely enough. The sesame seeds are so delicious in here. You could definitely not miss out on that. Should there be more Kewpie mayonnaise? Can never have enough, obviously. I'm obsessed. Okay, I think we have our filling. This is definitely good enough. And you have to make the onigiris with cooled down rice, I think. So we're gonna put this back in the fridge and then we're gonna wait until the rice is finished and all that. So I popped that in the fridge and now we can taste our edamame. I'm gonna transfer it to a plate, a pink plate, a pink strainer, girly era. Whenever I wanted a little snack after dinner, I would make this, and my parents would also love to eat this. So let's taste test it if it worked out well. Basically how it's supposed to taste is it has a slight salty flavor, and that's it. I could have cooked them a little bit longer. They have like a slight bite. The bite is a little bit harder than I like it to be, but they are good. The taste is good, perfect. And another thing, which is really weird how I like to eat it, is I like to pop them in soy sauce and then just eat them with my chopsticks. But that's effort, a lot of effort. And our rice cooker is finished. But they are yum. Such an easy snack. Now that I've had a few, I can't stop. Yum, 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 yum. Really good. Let's have a look at our rice. Ooh, freshly cooked. Look at that. We have our plate of rice. We're gonna let that sit here to cool down. One thing to obviously not forget when you're cooking is also to clean it up. And I like to clean it up while I'm still cooking so that you don't have to do everything after you finished eating, because that's just a lot of effort to me. So this is the device to make onigiri, and it's basically just a rectangle. Is this what you call a rectangle? A triangle, sorry. So it's basically just a triangle with this little stamp thing, and then you just put it on a flat surface and then you push it until your onigiri is in shape. It's very easy to use. We're gonna clean it obviously first before we're gonna use it. That's clean. While I'm waiting for the rice to cool down, I'm gonna eat a little bit and watch the new episode from Queen of Tears. Episode 8 is out. So we have the potato wedges and we have a bit of the edamame. And then we have Queen of Tears. I love this drama so much. It's still ongoing, but it's really, really good. So definitely check it out. I had my little break and now we're gonna do the onigiris. The rice has cooled down, so let's try it out. I got myself some adhesive foil, like the see-through foil, I don't know how you call it. And I put it on a plate, and basically what I'm gonna do is put this one on here. And then we're gonna fill it with rice. And we need to do one layer first and then put the tuna in. So let's grab ourselves a little bit of rice. put it in here. Basically just make it flat. I wonder if I should have done something with the rice, because it's not really sticky right now. It's just normal rice and I didn't flavor it. So I think that would be probably like some type of improvement later on. But for now we're just doing it with normal rice. And I'm gonna push this down firmly so that we have a good base. So I don't want it to kind of splash out, but I'm also not sure how I can avoid that. So this is what we're doing. I try to not put it at the edges so that we can fill that up with rice and then we have like a good little filled onigiri. Or should I have... Ooh. Maybe I should have flattened the middle part a little bit more so that I would have like a little cupping. I don't know. This is the first trial. Who knows how it's gonna turn out. So then we put more rice on top. And then we're just gonna push it down. Push it down. So I hope this turns out the way I think it's gonna turn out. Alright, I think that's enough. And then we have this little thing to press it down with. So let's do that. Press, 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 press until we cannot press anymore. This is so cute. Take the sides off. Ooh, very easy. Ooh, that's cute. Look, we have our little triangle. And then I'm gonna wrap it up neatly and then we're gonna put it away. Like so. Oh my god, my first onigiri! I did that. We're gonna try later. So let's put this one away first and make another one. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Bit of rice. I can probably make a lot and then put them in the freezer. Make sure it's divided evenly so that it doesn't spill out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fold it. Fold it. Like this. So now we have 2 of these. Yay! So while I'm gonna make the other onigiris, I'm gonna start melting the chocolate for our chocolate covered strawberries. I'm just using this pure chocolate because that's my favorite type of chocolate, and it has to be a plastic wrapper, I guess, because you're gonna soak this in warm water, not hot water, warm water. And I think if you put any other type of wrapping in there, it's not gonna work for you. So we're gonna get some water from my hot water dispenser. So right now it's touching the water probably on the bottom, and I hope that the heat itself will already make it melt enough, but we're gonna check in with this later. So the onigiris are almost finished. I can make 5. I'm on my last one right now, but I want to make a little picture for the thumbnail. So to eat your onigiri, you can wrap it with a seaweed sheet. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And you want to add this step only at the moment that you're gonna eat it, because otherwise it's gonna get soft and soaky and then it's really hard to chew. So I'm gonna try one right now and have it with the seaweed. So basically it's just like this, and then they have it wrapped around or something like this. So I'm assuming that there's a part of the seaweed that should not be there, because this is a little bit too much. I'm gonna rip off a bit of it for the experience. As you can tell, I haven't figured out this whole part, but this is basically what your onigiri could look like if you make it yourself at home. Let's taste test it. With the seaweed, a little crunchy. Then we have the inside. I'm not sure if you can tell. I think we did that. We did that. So far, the 3 dishes that I made all succeeded. And pretty sure the strawberry one is gonna succeed as well. This is yum! I'm so happy. I think I can start making this for lunch for the office because I never know what to bring to the office. This is gonna be it. And obviously everyone's gonna be like, oh, she's Asian, so that's why she's bringing something like that to the office. Cause I'm gonna be Asian. I'm gonna be that Asian. Move on to the last exciting thing that we're gonna make together, which is the chocolate covered strawberries. First, we're gonna have to wash the strawberries, of course. I'm gonna divide the strawberries onto the plate so we can start putting the chocolate on them. So I'm pretty sure that if you're gonna put the strawberries on the flat plate, it might be a little bit better, but this is how we're gonna divide it. And then here is where the easy part of this viral chocolate covered strawberry hack comes in. So we have our chocolate here, it's fully melted. And then you just want to dry this off a little bit. Then you're gonna grab your scissors and you're gonna make the tiniest little hole in here so that you can use it as a chocolate divider. How do you call it? I don't know. So we're just gonna cut a tiny hole in here. Just enough that there's chocolate coming out, but not big enough that there's too much chocolate coming out at once. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's like a tiny hole here. And then the easy part is that you can basically just kind of like push it out of the packaging and then onto the strawberries. So let me show you how I do that. Ooh. I'm not really good at dividing the chocolate over here, but as long as there's chocolate on the strawberry, I'm satisfied, honestly. So that's our first one. And since the chocolate is like very melted, you want to just move quick. So I'm just gonna start doing this. Ooh. This is not gonna be an artwork, let me tell you that. It's just gonna be very well editable. But it's not gonna look cute. I'm pretty sure Annie is screaming at the screen right now if she sees me do it like this again, because last time I also did it and she said it was very ugly. So I'm gonna put a little bit more effort in, just a tiny bit more effort, by holding each strawberry properly. It's hard. Oh my god, it's hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So definitely if you're doing this professionally, you might not want to be doing it like this. But if you're just gonna enjoy this at home, it will be fine. And what we found out while we were doing this for the first time is that if your strawberries are pretty cold, or maybe it's also the type of chocolate you use, but once you let it sit for a bit, the chocolate hardens again, and then you have that hard chocolate, which I love, because if the chocolate doesn't harden, it's basically you eating strawberries covered with Nutella, and that's, I don't really like that, to be honest. All right, all the strawberries are covered. I think I almost used every bit of the chocolates, so I think we did a good job there. This looks so tasty. Wow. It doesn't look the most aesthetic, but you can definitely see what we're trying here. And as you can see, these are one of the first ones that I tried, and you can already see that the chocolate is getting this matte shade to it, which means that it's hardening, because these ones are pretty new and you can see these are definitely still glistening and like soft, but these ones are already getting hard and I'm so excited to eat these. Yum. Okay, let's try the first one that I made, which was this one. It is stuck to another one. Oh, I just put my nail in another one. Okay, how do I do this? I'm gonna taste test this one. The chocolate, in my opinion, can be a little bit harder, so I'm gonna let these sit for a bit longer before I'm gonna eat the rest. But it's so yum. The chocolate, yum. Strawberry, yum. Easiness, easy. If I can do it, you can do it. My new obsession, but I should not eat too much of this, but my new obsession. So I just made this whole batch, and I actually cannot even finish this. all by myself, and my boyfriend is lactose intolerant, so I don't think he can eat this chocolate either. I'm gonna eat a few today and then leave some for tomorrow. Alright, that's all for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed cooking with me like this. Even though they are easy things to cook, in my opinion, it's still fun to show you guys. My cooking skills aren't 10/10, but at least I can do this properly. So I will try to do more of these because I think they are very fun to make them myself as well. And I will see you in the next one as always. Thank you for watching. Bye!